A rare glimpse behind the glamour. We're going inside Dolly's world and discovering the stories behind all the special things that she kept along the way. The Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum is known for lifting up the greatest voices and all the history behind them. So today we step into Dolly's journey and meet the curator who created not only the title and the timeline, but she put together all the treasures too. Meet Allison Moore.
I remembered that she has a song called The Seeker it's one of my favorites. And I thought, she's a seeker. And this exhibit is about her seeking. So I threw it out there. I said, Dolly Parton, Journey of a Seeker. And that was it.
But there's something else you need to know about Allison and why she was the perfect person to curate this exhibit. She doesn't just understand Dolly Parton's journey, but as a singer-songwriter herself, she knows how music can mean something to everyone. And like Dolly, it's always important to find a soft place to fall.
I was looking for a soft place to fall.
Now the musician behind that beautiful voice, singer-songwriter, and the curator of the Dolly Parton exhibit at Nashville's Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Allison Moore. Allison, great to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Well, I know Dolly influenced you as a singer-songwriter. Tell us more about that and also how that made this curator gig even more special for you.
Well, Dolly was first and foremost a songwriter. She would always say that. She was many, many things and a superstar in many areas, but she was a songwriter at heart. It was how she dealt with her emotions and how she processed her experiences. And she was a master at making the individual universal, which is what all great songs do.
Yes, they do. And when you received Dolly's artifacts, what was your reaction when you saw all of them? And what did they tell you about her?
I always say that I'm blown away by the Jolene lyrics that we have in the exhibition. I actually got to hold those lyrics in my lap one day, and I just felt like I was holding a very important document to country music. She, and it's on this sort of paper bag looking paper. It looks like she just scrawled it with a pencil, and there's a great story behind that song. She met a little girl named Jolene, and she loved the name, and she just kept saying it in her head, Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. And she ended up writing a song that stuck with us for a very long time. And
Did she
always.
Oh, so true. I mean, we've been listening to the song for the past, 24 hours. Can't get enough of it. I'm curious, did you ever get to personally talk with her about any of these artifacts, or did she get to tell you any of the, personal stories behind the pieces in the exhibit?
I know there were personal stories attached to all of the artifacts that are in the exhibition. It's amazing to me to see the dress she wore on her first album cover. It's not embellished at all. It's a very simple shift dress. It's orange but no rhinestones, no embroidery, no spangles, no fringe. It's very plain, particularly for Dolly, and particularly when you think about where she ended, and her look was such a part of who she was. But I think that speaks to, when she first arrived in Nashville, she moved to Nashville the day after she graduated high school. And when she got here, she met some resistance. The powers that be encouraged her to be more of a folk pop artist. They told her that she needed to tone her look down or she wouldn't be taken seriously. And so she tried those things briefly, but quickly let them know that she had to be herself, that she knew herself better than they knew her, and that she would be deciding how she wanted to look and how she wanted to sound.
So you titled this exhibit, Journey of a Seeker. How was Dolly a seeker, and do you think she found everything that she was looking for?
Well, the thing about Dolly is she never quit growing. She never quit seeking. When we interviewed her for the exhibition, she said, she commented on the title. She said, I love the title because I have always been a seeker. I've been a seeker in my spiritual life. I've been a seeker in my professional life, and I've been a seeker in my personal life. I think, we saw Dolly and still see her as superhuman, but she was very human and was very aware of her humanity. I think that's one of the things that made her such an empathetic person. She really had an amazing power to make people feel seen and understood.
Well, I have one more question for you. Is there an item, and I know this is going to be tough, but is there one item in that exhibit that might be your favorite?
I think my favorite thing in the exhibition is the notes from the children that there's a collection of notes from children in the exhibition that are from children that received books from Imagination Library. This is there it is. This is a charity she started in 1995 in her home county of Sevier County. She started it there. It wasn't any bigger than that. And she started it with her father, who could not read or write. And it bothered her that it bothered him. So she started this with him. And, the exhibition is really about the points of conflict that Dolly met all along her journey. When she wanted to start Imagination Library, she was told, well, it'll never work. You can't get books in the hands of every child in this county. Well, she did that. And then they said, well, you can't take it statewide, and she did that. Then they said, you can't take it national. She did that. And today, the Imagination Library has donated over 325 million books, and it is a worldwide program. Children from birth to 5 years old can get a book a month, and it's over 2 million a month that the Imagination Library sends out. It's incredible.
I can tell by the pictures touring through how you put that exhibit together that she was very happy with you and how you portrayed her journey as a seeker. Congratulations, Allison. And it's so great just to have you today talking about her life and, how you're lifting her up there at one of the most amazing museums that is in the Hall of Fame. It's a special place. Allison Moore, thank you.
Thank you.